Well, hi guys, it's that time. No, it's not that time. It's not our Bible teaching snippet. Today I just want to talk to you. So I'm just maybe will title this Hello Wednesday, okay? We just finished a short 6-part series about free will. And basically I wanted to show that what we have been taught about people having a free will choice, and if they go to hell, they chose it because they have free will and God won't overthrow their free will. I think in that series I showed you fairly easily that we as human beings haven't made one free will choice that was not a result of an influence of who we were born to, what culture, what religion. And then I also showed you where in the Bible we're not free from the influence of divine intervention. That was the two meanings of the word that we were looking at, free will, okay? And I showed you where God intervened with Jonah in the Old Testament, and he intervened with Saul on the road to Damascus, and he would later be known as the Apostle Paul. God intervened there. More than one time God's intervened all through the Old Testament. I could show you over and over things. And I would challenge you to think about that Adam is not going to keep all of mankind in the bondage of sin and death, his free will choice. Adam's choice did not override God's ultimate divine plan and purpose, okay? So enough about that. But if you didn't watch that series, you can go watch it. There's 6 parts again. But today, what I want to talk about. You know, yesterday, and I go and get my little Eli from school in the afternoon, and we spend time together, and we play hard together when we're together, okay? He's 6 years old, and we just love spending time together. But before I go any further, let me make sure I lay this foundation. Eli is not my grandson, although I claim him as my grandson, okay? And he calls me Gammy. I do not have children. My brother, who's about 18 years younger than me, that's his little boy. And he's everything to me that a grandbaby could be. And he is grand in every way to Gammy, okay? So when I pick him up after school, some days, we will go to the Sonic and we'll have a French fry race, which we love to do. We'll get a long French fry and we'll race each other to see who can chew it up, get it in our mouth as fast as we can. We play and have fun doing that. But here's something we do quite often. We go to the Dollar Tree together. And I've already started training him, guys. This is where I'm going today. I want to open your heart up and hear me. And you'll see that I am influencing him to treating people with love and kindness, okay? When we get ready to go in, I will tell him that when we go in, hopefully we'll see some other kids in there and we can give them $1 so they can buy themselves a toy. And now I've got him to where he's noticing other kids in the store, and I will let him give the $1 to the child. I'll walk up to the adult and say, hey, we want to give your child $1 to buy a toy. Is that okay? I get permission, and then I let Eli give the money to the child. And so I'm teaching him to be kind to other kids, right? And then, of course, I still do the dime. Here in Tennessee, it's about a 9.75% sales tax. So I will give the adult the dime, and I'll say, you know, a free gift is not a free gift if you have to pay the tax, and I hand them the dime. But I'm always telling people, I love you, you're special, and that's what I tell little kids. I wanted to buy you something today because I want you to know that you're special and that I love you. And guys, I don't care, this is not about a color or creed or race or anything. If it's a little fella running around in the store, they qualify, right? And I'm going to chase them down just like Holy Spirit's going to chase us down and show us his love. And I am going to chase that kid down and I'm going to bless him, okay? So see, what I'm doing is I'm training my sweet little Eli to where that he is blessing other kids. He's living outside of himself and his own desires and noticing other people, giving them. And it's only $1. And let me just say this, you know, guys, when I go and I buy groceries and stuff for people that are in front of me or somebody that's behind me because, you know, Holy Spirit's like going, hey, look over there. And I just go and I love that person. Sometimes it's $5, sometimes it's $8, sometimes it's $20. You don't have to spend a lot of money. okay? This isn't about money as much as it is about loving other people. You would be surprised what $1.10 does to a little kid and the adult that's with them. It radically changes them and their attitude about themselves, their self-worth, how other people treat them, and it just brings peace and love as we go, okay? So I want to tell you about yesterday, okay? So my little Eli and I, we get out of the car and we're talking about we're going to find somebody, and he's like, I hope it's somebody that I go to school with. And I said, well, I don't care who it is. I just want to buy somebody a toy. Don't you want to? And he's like, yes, I do, Gammy. So as we're getting ready to leave, I finally see the first little girl. She's probably about 4 years old. They get in line. There was no kids in the store. I couldn't find anybody have Eli give $1 to, right? And one day we saw a couple of twins. And these two little boys, Eli gave them $1 apiece. And of course, I gave the mom a quarter to pay the sales tax, right? Turns out those two little twins had the exact same birthday as my little Eli. Oh my goodness. Talk about a conversation starter. This lady is like going, oh my goodness, this is a God thing. This is a God thing. So yesterday, I was in line and I couldn't find a little kid to bless. So the man that walked up behind us with his groceries, I told the lady at the register, I said, I want to pay for his food today. I could look at him and tell that he was really stretched on money. He didn't have any money. And when I said, sir, I want to buy the whatever it is you got in your little cart, and he said, oh no, and he held up a food stamp card and said, I've got it, I can pay for it with this. And I said, you pay for that with something else with that. I'm going to pay for yours. So I gave the lady, he only had 8 items, guys. I didn't even know how much he had. I didn't even look. But I gave the lady the 10, and I said, just give him the change. And I turned and walked away, and I told him, I patted him on his arm and said, I love you, and I want you to have a great day. Well, then I walked around, and I got my Eli's attention. I said, we got to give her, see, she's here. We got to give her $1. So we gave this little girl $1. And she was just like blown away because somebody was going to pay for that little toy she had in her hand. And her mama's like, oh my goodness, you are so nice. And I said, oh, and you know what, Mama? This ain't free if you have to pay the tax. So I gave her the dime. It just blew her away. I want to give you one more story. Not yesterday, but 2 days ago when I was in a store, I was walking out and I noticed a lady walking on kind of a walker, and her daughter, I think, was in front of her, and she was walking 4 or 5 feet in front of her and was putting the groceries into the car. But the wind was gusting, and the woman was really having to hold on to the walker and struggling. And I started walking beside her, and I said, can I help you get to your car? She said, oh, I think I'm okay, baby. And I said, you know what? I think I'm just going to walk you to your car. And when she got there, and the wind just blew that door back just as hard as it could. The daughter had already opened it, and I grabbed it, and I said, see, right there's why you need somebody to help you get in that car, young lady, and winked at her and smiled. And she said, you are so sweet. Thank you for helping me. And she got in the car, and I folded that little, it really wasn't a walker. It was like a fancy little stick of a thing, but I got it folded and handed it to her, and I said, now y'all are all good to go. And the daughter's like, oh my goodness, thank you. You are such a... Guys, this is not about me bragging about myself, okay? I'm trying to just show you how I go out in public and how I notice other people and what I can do to take care of them, to provide and protect, and to love them. Did you know every single one of us has this in us? Okay, the world has lied to us when they say that we can't love other people. Don't believe that. We can love other people. Everywhere we go and everything we do, we can look at other people and say to ourselves, I know how to make this person feel special today and know that somebody loves them. And you know, it's amazing to me, they always start talking about Jesus or about God because they relate love and kindness to Him, right? Well, listen, I'm going to sign off. I will see you here tomorrow. I love you. Bye-bye.